There's a town at the bottom of Lake Mead that was never supposed to be seen again, but the water is dropping, and after 80 years in the dark, St. Thomas is coming back to the surface, one street at a time. This isn't a legend, this isn't folklore, this is a real place, a pioneer town built by hand in 1865. Families crossed the desert to get there. They found water, they built homes, they planted crops, they raised children, they buried their dead in a small cemetery at the edge of town, and for over 70 years life went on. Quiet, simple, real. Then everything changed. Lake Mead was created. The water began to rise. St. Thomas stood directly in its path. The people had no choice. They packed what they could carry and left. The last man out waited until the water was at his door. He climbed into a small boat and rowed away while his home disappeared behind him. The rooftops went under one by one. The school, the church, the post office, the cemetery, all swallowed. For 80 years, St. Thomas sat in total darkness, buried under the weight of a lake. Fish drifted through what used to be bedrooms. Silt settled over what used to be gardens. The current moved through the streets like wind through a ghost town, but the water never forgot, and neither did the desert. Lake Mead has been shrinking for years. The level keeps falling, and as it falls, St. Thomas rises. The first thing that appeared was the top of the schoolhouse steps, just a few stones poking through the mud, then more. Foundations, walls, the outline of the old post office, the path of Main Street, the cemetery with its headstone still flat in the dirt, names still legible after all these years. Now you can walk through it. You can stand in the middle of what used to be a living town and feel the weight of it. The silence is different there, not empty, full, like the town is still holding on to something, like the years underwater didn't erase it, they just pressed it down for a while. Some visitors say they hear things, soft sounds, a voice in the distance, the creak of wood that isn't there, a bell, not loud, just a faint ring from somewhere under the cracked earth. Maybe it's the wind, maybe it's memory, maybe it's something else, but everyone who visits says the same thing. St. Thomas doesn't feel dead. It feels like it's waiting for the water to drop further, waiting for more of itself to be revealed, waiting for someone to remember, and the water keeps dropping. Every year more of the town emerges, more streets, more foundations, more pieces of a world that was taken too soon. It's the closest thing America has to Atlantis, except you don't need a submarine, you just need to walk. Someday the lake may recede completely. What will happen then? Will St. Thomas stand again? Will people rebuild? Or will it remain a skeleton in the desert, a reminder that nothing we build is permanent? Not towns, not lives, not even lakes, but maybe that's the beauty of it. St. Thomas was taken, and now it's being given back. Not all at once, slowly, deliberately, like the earth is unveiling something it kept safe for 80 years. If you ever get the chance, go. Walk the old streets, stand where families once stood, listen to the silence, and then look down at the stones under your feet. You're standing on history, a lost town that refused to disappear forever. St. Thomas is still here. It was just underwater for a little while, and now it's ready to be seen again.